Almost all men end up falling into the same trap. And the worst part is, they don't even realize it until it's already too late, because what actually destroys their relationships is not age itself, it's something far quieter and far more dangerous. Have you ever noticed how some men, even in their 40s or 50s, still remain attractive, confident, and emotionally desirable, while others seem to fade away completely? It's not money, it's not appearance, and it's not luck. It's psychology. And almost nobody ever explains it. And if you don't understand this, you can lose real connections without even knowing what went wrong. In this video, I'm going to show you what actually changes in a man's mindset over time and how that directly affects his ability to connect, attract, and maintain a relationship. These are not typical tips or polished phrases. These are uncomfortable, but real principles. And the final one is the one most men ignore, and also the one they end up paying the highest price for. Here's the issue. Many men believe that with age, everything should naturally come under control. More experience, more logic, more stability. But in reality, something quite different often happens. They become more closed, more rigid, and harder to emotionally connect with. And that slowly destroys attraction, because a woman doesn't connect with your experience. She connects with what she feels in your presence. You might have your life perfectly organized, but if you don't create emotion, there is no real connection. And this is where most men fail. They assume that maturity means becoming emotionally cold. Over time, many men stop taking risks, stop expressing their true selves, and stop feeling things deeply. They start protecting themselves. And while that may sound reasonable in relationships, it becomes a serious mistake. Because emotional connection requires vulnerability, not weakness. Vulnerability means the ability to express what you feel, to be present, and not hide behind a mask of control. Yet over time, many men do the exact opposite. They become predictable, emotionally distant, and harder to read. And that creates an immediate disconnect. There's something almost no one tells you. Love doesn't maintain itself. It is constantly being built. Many men reach a certain age and start thinking, I don't need to prove anything anymore. And that is exactly where the decline begins. They stop caring about the small details. They stop listening properly. They stop observing. And without realizing it, the relationship slowly starts to cool down. Not all at once, but gradually, like a fire quietly fading away. And when they finally notice it, it's already too late. Here's a key truth. Attraction in a mature relationship is not about impressing someone, but about how you make them feel. Feelings of comfort, connection, understanding, but also emotion. Yes, emotion. Because a relationship without emotion turns into routine, and routine slowly kills desire. That is why some older men achieve something that seems almost impossible. They remain interesting. They remain desired. They remain chosen. Not because they are perfect, but because they continue to create real emotional impact. Now pay close attention to this. It's not about what you say, but about how the other person feels when you are around. Your energy, your attention, your ability to listen. This is everything. A man who truly understands this doesn't need to try overly hard to impress, because his presence alone already communicates confidence without arrogance, interest without desperation, and calmness without emotional coldness. And that combination is extremely rare, which is exactly why it stands out. But here is the most important part. The biggest mistake men make as they grow older is that they stop evolving emotionally. They improve professionally, they grow financially, they gain experience, but they don't grow in how they love. And that is where they become stuck. Because relationships are not sustained by logic, they are sustained by connection. And if you don't evolve in that area, everything else starts to lose its meaning. The truth is simple, but uncomfortable. Your value in a relationship is not defined by age. It is defined by your ability to connect. And that is something that can be trained, learned, and developed. If you truly understand this, you won't just improve your relationships. You will completely change how people perceive you. And believe me, most people never figure this out. But you already have an advantage.